Everyone doing today? I'm going to have some fun working on this mimic. Um, I finally have everything with me. Don't see anyone on yet. Jeff, can you come on for a couple minutes just to be there for me? I've got some coffee here waiting for me to drink. So we got the first part done. Here's proof of the first part. Isn't that looking awesome? And it does look like Gooms now. Compared to what it was before, I got Gooms looking really good. Today is Friday, I think. I'm pretty sure of it. So we have the right color, as you can tell. Very pretty. Very dark. I'll use my scissors to cut. There. Let me make it a little bit thicker so it can go in like that. I have one of these little guys right here. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I have one of these. I'm not sure if I'm on. If Audie's on? Anyone on? We'll figure it out. But we have okay. We have it, I think. Nope, not quite yet there. We need it a little bit about this big right here. Let's just do this real quick. This is and I'll show you. This is my what you call it? Pasta machine. So I do have a pasta machine here. I do have a pasta machine. And it's going to help me. I don't like when it does that though. Trying to make it so it will fit in there. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I have to make certain this goes in. But this pasta machine or this pasta maker is used for helping me. I think I got it about the right size. And that's all I cared about is making certain it fit the right size. So we got it. Oh. So we are going to do the belly of it. Well, we can cut it to be the right size. I don't usually use my sewing scissors, but this is nothing too hard for my sewing scissors, so it's not gonna ruin it, you know. So we'll see how it goes. It shouldn't take as long. I got the thing out. Yeah, that's much better. I got the yeah, that's better. That's much better. So just right now I'm moving it down and finishing this off. Yeah, that's much, much better. As you can tell. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this little machine, this little thing right here, and push it in to hold it in for the because we still have to put some on the inside. Make sure there's no bubbles. And no nicks. Unless you want to use nicks, I can use nicks, but there's not much. Yeah. So the good news is half of it's done. I still need to go up this part right here, put it onto that. Up this part right here and put this up onto this. Jeff, see if anyone's speaking.
Yes, dear.
I can't seem to see anybody.
No, dear.
And what I can do is probably turn it to the other thing so I can see what's being done. As you can tell, I have this little clay right here. I am going to fold it over like this and fold this over like this. And I'm going to use my pasta machine or this thing right here. And I'm going to get it so it's nice and thinned out. Okay, we'll do this. Might as well add this little half mark right here into it. That way I can have all of it to strengthen it. I'm happy to say that I actually have this pasta machine, which is amazing. So we're now going to go this way a little bit. No, that's not what I wanted. That just brings weird. So
Nobody is chatting.
What?
No chats.
No chats? But no someone chat. Else is on. Okay, cool.
Just me, I thought.
No, it says two.
Does that include you?
I don't know. I don't count myself. I'm not on my YouTube.
Oh. Maybe they're on Twitch?
Maybe. Maybe. So this is good. We got and then I'll fold it over one more time. And I think we're good. I think we are. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is where I can cut right into the middle and push it in here and finish this section off. That's my goal. So I'm using my scissors at the moment. And I'm going to probably go about right here. Tuck this off right about here. And we'll still have room to work on some more. There we go. So we're going to work on this, bring it in. Ow. And we'll use this machine, well, not this machine, but we'll use my crochet needle to bring it in. Okay. And we'll bring this down like this, like that. Bring this down and this down. And you can tell it's now starting to come together. When we're going to cut this in a little strip down here. I think there's nothing down there. Good. A little strip down here. To kind of hide the little mistake. It's not really a mistake. It's a work in progress. But you want to kind of bring this over here. Yeah, that's more like it. So I'm going to use this little part right here. And it's going to use its area right here. This is where the teeth will come out, and the teeth will come out on the other one. That will work right here and right here. And we'll just work this in just to get rid of any inconsistencies. That will work. And we'll bring this down in here. There, now it's looking more fleshy. You can use all types of tools to make it more fleshy. I'm using my, believe it or not, my crochet needle to make this more fleshy. And that's to look more going into the throat area of it. Okay. Oh! Nope. Yep, it fell on the floor. Oops. I'll have to get rid of the face. But yeah.
I'm going to stone sharp now. Righto.
Yep. So this is what I'm working on right now. We did make an area for the throat, so we'll. Throat is in the back of the am I on the wrong side? Yep, I'm on the wrong side. The throat is not on that side, it's on this side.
You'll get there.
Huh?
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there. So what we're going to do next is we're going to bring this part right into this section right in here, so we can get the area to look good. Well, I'm glad I remembered that this is not the throat. I can easily fix that. That will hold it down, right? Yeah, that's looking much better. The good thing about clay is that you can actually fix it to look really good. I already checked on this side, and that's where it is. So that's the throat. That's where the throat goes. So at the moment, I am working on making the sides now. And what I need to do here is cut this down right here. Kind of bring it forward like this. And go like that. And then bring it in here and use my fingers to push it in. And I think we might even be able to do the tongue today, which will be amazing. I just wanted to make certain I had all the goomy goom area done. And this is where good morning, Audie. This is where the goomy goom area goes. And I'm happy to say I'm now finally using a pasta machine or a pasta roller. That's what's helping me get this so it's nice and fluid. Well, not fluid, but nice and... I hate when it makes that mistake, but that's okay. Yeah, the color mixing is going to be easier today. You heard me correctly. It's going to be much easier today. Oh, my word. I have a pasta thing, and I'll show it to you shortly. I actually have a pasta thing. You know, like other clay people use. They use the pasta thing to help smooth it out and everything. I'm just fixing the bottom of the... Yeah, that way it does not look like it's there. Yeah, that's good. Because we want it to look all wrinkly and all types of stuff. But that's the part right there. Can you see? It's looking good, isn't it? Looking like it's part of a mouth. Now, it's not done yet because I still have to make all this area right here red. And this area right here red. Otherwise, it's great. It's great. Well, this one will be pretty much done shortly. You want it to be... Yeah, that's good. You want that part to go over there. And you want them to kind of match at the edge. And you want to go not too rough, but you want to bring it to the, because after all, it's gooms. Okay, and then what I do is I'll bring this, and I'll use my tool to make it better, and I'll use this tool to bring it to look like it's a mouth. So yeah, that looks good right there. I'm using my fingers to spread this over closer to this so it can get closer to what it needs to be. And that can go down like that. And this closer to the edge right here. Now, as you can tell, that is all pretty much done on the outside. What I can do is I can bring this down like this. Don't forget, there will be a tongue coming out of this. This one will be pretty much done. Handmade. All this is handmade. So anyone who is into Dungeons and Dragons, this is handmade. It's not from this is made from clay, resin, and my artistic ability. And there you go so far. So we just got this part completely done right here. And it's keeping it nice and smooth. And it's all pretty much done. All I have left is this side, and I have to make some more red. Now, the mixture you use is 1 part to 2 parts. That's what you use. 1 part to 2 parts. So there's 1 part right there. I can go right back in here. So I don't need a whole lot. To 2 parts. So what I've learned in this is break off about that much. So you want to soften it. So I'm going to be taking little bits. I'm going to use my handy dandy pasta maker thingy. And I'm going to push this down. And I'm going to hope it goes down. Okay, it did. Because we want to have this whole area, this whole thing to be mixed into that white thing. This whole red to be mixed into the white. And the more red you put in, the better. That's what I've learned. So we're going to take some more red. We're going to use this little pasta machine. And grab all the little pieces because you don't want them falling on the floor. But at least it's flat, so it's easier to put into the white. And I don't need a whole lot. I just need to keep going as close to that color as possible. And keep it as close to this as possible. As you can tell, I just got all the red right there. All nice and smooth. So it'll be easier to mix it into the white right there. And like I said, you want to have more red than you have white. I figured that out. So we're going to use this one now. Okay. The red. And we're going to go here and we're going to do this again. And we want to get it nice and smooth as possible. And then we're going to add the red into it. This is to help make it malleable, if that makes sense. So we just got the white. See that how malleable that is? Now all we do is we take the red pieces that we just did, push it in, push it in, push it in, push it in. And then what you do is you wrap it around like this. And then you go again. And you can see the red streaks in it, but it gets better when it's starting to go the way you want it to go. But it's definitely getting pink. And I'll show you what I mean. See the pink? See the red streaks? Now you want to add more red to it. So you put more red in. Make certain to push it down, push it down, push it down, push it down, push it down. That is sort of why I did the red the way I did it. So it's easier for me to mix it in. And then fold it over. And then we'll get it without that. And then we mix it where it's getting in. Now it will start looking like that. Now what you want to do is keep mixing it into the white. That's the one. I love the pasta machine. It's helped me tremendously since I've been doing this now. And you can tell it's getting mixed in. You want to mix it completely in. You don't want to take it out or any of that until it's all mixed. That's why I'm making it redder. And it's starting to get red and it's starting to look good. Make certain that part is right there. and fold it over and do whatever you need to get the pasta machine to work. It gets, that's getting red. Ah, woo. Even my husband will say that looks red.
Yeah, you're definitely getting there, dear.
And I might not need any more red. Once this is all mixed in, I won't need any more red. But this thing will actually mix it for me. It's a lot easier than mixing by hand. Much easier. We'll see how red this made it. But we want to make certain it's all mixed in before we say we're done. Not quite there. But we will keep looking and studying and seeing if we got the dark red that we want, or, you know, the goom color. And you want it the goom color. Because if you don't have it, the goom color, it's not going to look right. Is it, dear?
Never does, dear. We established that one already.
I found, well, actually, we bought this a while back, this pasta thing, this pasta roller. We bought this a while back, I think about 2 months ago.
A bit longer, actually, I think. But yeah.
3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I just opened it the
other day.
2 days ago, or a day ago.
Yeah.
But my word, is it a... Okay. Now, if you look, it's too light pink. Here, I'll show you. It's too light pink. It needs to be more. So, like I said, I guessed right on the amount I needed of red, which is good. So I think this might make it just right. I don't want to go too over, but I don't want to go too under. Does that make sense? So 2 over, 2 under. So
well, you can always go back the other way if you have to.
Well, I have white. I have white, so I can use my white to make it so it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But we want it to be very, I would say, that dark pink. It's like a very dark, goomy. I hate saying but it's going to be that color. Jeff is probably laughing when I said
Mm-hmm.
It's very did I get any more red in there? No. I actually caught all the red. Yay. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. But I'm enjoying it. And the good news is we are almost done with the bottom part. There we go. It's starting to come together. Yes, it is. Hard to believe that. And I love this pasta machine, or this pasta maker thingy, because it helps make the darker gooms, and it's great for a person working with clay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wonderful working with clay. Okay. I'm still seeing red there, so we'll have to keep going, and probably a little bit more red. Probably a little more red, I think. So you understand why I softened the red. Well, it's not softened, but you know what I mean. I made them into these little things so it's easier to be mixed in. We want it all mixed in, and I think this is the color red I need. This is the amount of red I need for that. So we're going to push it in, and then we're going to grab this pasta maker, and we're going to strengthen it that way. Yeah. I gotta say, I love that the pasta thing will help you get what you are after a while. And especially if the clay is dry, I'm talking about somewhat dry. It's going all over me. It's going all over me. Yeah, it's going all over me. Okay. And you want to have that, the dry, I don't like it when it's dry, but it actually is okay because I can work it in. Right now, just getting the clay where it's nice and trying to get as close to this gummy color. The gooms, you want them to look like the gooms. Now it's starting to get mixed. Yeah, it's starting to mix. That's good. And I'll show you that. Okay, so this is how far I got so far in the goom color. It's starting to get, and you see the red pieces in it. And you can see the streak. It's important to have that keep going and going and going until it's mixed. And I came upon this, believe it or not, through Crashly. She was teaching us about that. The pasta machine is the best way of mixing them, right, dear?
That's the best way you found, yes.
Yeah. So, and it will look the color I want. It's getting closer and closer. I might have to do maybe one more bout of red.
It will look the color I want, or else.
Yeah, it will look the color I want. But this has softened the clay, because that's one way to soften it is by using a pasta machine. It's not quite red enough. I mean, it's getting there, but it's not quite there. But it's getting there. And I'll show you the difference. Remember how pink it was? This is what I got so far. It is really close, but I need like maybe one more bout of red. One more bout of red. But it's really close to that color. Really, really close. So that means I only need like a little bit. Not a whole lot now. So we need like little bits here and there. So we'll push this in, push this in, push this in. We want to get it as close to the color that we have in here. That's what we want. Add just a little bit more red. Red, red, red. That can go in there. That can go in there. Any more reds? Yeah, there's red on me. Now, what we do is we wrap it around like this. We wrap it like that. And then we wrap it on the bottom. Don't grab the thing. But we wrap it on the bottom like this. Then we go through the pasta machine. This thing. And we roll it. And we roll it again. And we roll it again. I mean, it's really close to the... Can you get that from me?
Did not help.
No, the gum, the roller. It's not hooked. That's one thing you'll find out.
Handle is detachable.
Handle is detachable.
Yes, just thought we'd demonstrate for you.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Nothing major to pay attention to. But the good news is we are pretty close. So I'm really happy with that color. And that's the big key. You want it as close as possible to the color you're working on. And that's one thing I love about this is that I can make this and it'll be good. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do the eyes, if I'm going to put eyes on it or not. I will be making a tongue. The tongue will be a little bit more darker pink than this. Off. Really? If you're wondering what I was trying to take off, hair. Hair is not a fun thing to have in clay. Hair is not a fun thing. But at least I'm getting it. Everything's getting cleaned up, looking really spiffy for the coloring. And then I said I was going to be working on bringing out the goom outwards so we can have room for teeth. You want to have gooms out for teeth. So mix it. I gotta say, I like the pasta maker because it helps make the gooms look like gooms. Perfect color pink all the way over. Just finish mixing this because we want all that red in. We don't want any red streaks showing or any of that. We'll add that when we're doing the painting or the what you call what is it called? Where they paint. It's a painting they do.
I don't know, it's called painting.
There we go. With resin and red and making it look really juicy. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, and I love the coloring. Coloring's looking good. That is the color right there that I need. Can you tell? This is the color I need. If you put this up here and put this right here, now you know I have to make it look gummy, but that is the color I need. That's exactly the color I need. Now we will cut into it. About this much, I think. But the pasta machine has helped make it so it's easier to... Yeah, that will work. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to push this in. This in. Check the coloring and see if the coloring's pretty on spot or if it's a little off. No, it's pretty on spot. That's good. And we will cut right in here. And we will put this over here. And then you just work you just work it in so it's nice. And so I'm right now using my thumbs, and doesn't help when you actually finally have nails. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Just remember you're going to be painting this, so the red will go where the red goes. So we got that part right there, and look at that. It's looking really good. You want to make certain it stays in its little holder area there. And we have this red. And you want it to kind of have like a little bit of a roundness. Okay, so we got that part pretty much. And I want to make this area right here rounded, and then we'll work on the other part. So I'm going to take about this much, and I'm going to roll with this, then like this, to make it more rounded up in that area, because we're now going to work a little bit into the clay, and we're going to, yeah, we're wanting this to look like a mouth in the back of the mouth. But I think I did better than last week, where I didn't even get any of the gooms in or any of the. I think my husband would agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to make it where it's nice and rounded on the side, because it's supposed to look like it's in a mouth.
Look. Yeah, well, something fell, but at least it wasn't dangerous.
And we are getting there. I'm really excited about the tongue, though. The tongue is going to be darker, and it's going to be, and I'm going to use resin with the tongue, and of course I'm going to paint this. I'm going to use yeah. So we're going to cover this little area right here up, and then we'll probably start working on the gooms for our fake teeth or our teeth that we made. Won't that be fun? But this is the front end, the back end, because in the back you have to have this part and this part. And of course I'll fix it so it looks a little bit better, but we do have to have it where it's able to be put together like this, and it opens up. So this is the front right here. You can tell this is the front. Now we are right now going to fix up the sinews now. That will be amazing. Working on the sinews. Oh yeah. That will be really good. Because we want the sinews to hold in place what we need to hold in place. So this opens up like this. We want the sinews right on this side right here and on this side right here. And of course I'll take off some of this, maybe to make it a little jagged like that right there. I made it a little jaggedy because we don't want it to be over, too far over. Whoa, sorry. So there's, no, you don't go there. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm liking that. The top part needs to have a little bit more jaggedy over here, but that's not bad. I think we're doing really, really good on time and everything. I'm feeling really happy about it because last week I wasn't so happy, was I, hun?
Not last week, no.
No, last week was not my day. We had a lot going on at that time. But this time, we are going to fix that jaggedy area. Yeah, that's better. And we want to kind of hide the point right here. You don't want that point showing up. That's what I'm working on right now. It's just hiding that point. So we're going to be working on the sinews. I do want to kind of hide the past. I kind of want to hide the back end of it a little bit because we have a situation where we have the pieces holding together. So this is just to bring that together. And we will be making the cute little back end of because this will need to be hidden. We don't want the joints to show up. Now, I know it's probably not going to look like that in the back when everything's said and done, but right now I just want to kind of fix up the back a little bit, if that makes sense. Just a little. Still like how red that looks. Now this goes into the back and it holds it into place. This is the only reason I have the back kind of covered is so I can actually fix it to hold into place. So I can add the sinews. I think that will look good. Can you see what I did? That looks like it's opening up its mouth, doesn't it? We want to aim it a little bit closer. Now let's work on the sinews. Woohoo! We are doing it, dear.
Getting somewhere.
We are definitely getting somewhere. Now we're doing the sinews. The sinews is the part where you have your mouth and when you open your mouth, it shows the sinews sometimes, and it holds. It's basically when I say sinews, it means it holds. It's the what is it called? The muscles.
Yeah, they hold the muscles, the anchor muscles.
It's the anchor muscles, and I think that will work really well. Just getting the muscles ready for it. Now we need to get everything ready for the mouth to have its teeth too. So we have a few things we have to do in getting prepared for the teeth. What's the matter?
The controller.
What do you mean it's missing?
Don't throw things away.
I wasn't throwing anything. Fell out of my hand.
I'm just showing you what I'm looking for. It's pretty obvious what I'm looking for when I show you that, isn't it?
Oh.
Okay. It's missing. Bit that goes in the middle.
I think I see it underneath your.
Under this?
No.
Well, what are you looking under? You might want to tell me.
No, it's not there. I thought it was.
No. Weird, right?
Where did it go? My husband's missing something. So I want to have enough for the sinews. That's big for me. But I also want to have enough for holding the teeth.
This is bad news. Looks like the mouse chewed into that at some stage.
Did it?
Look at it.
Oh, it's wet. It's
Empty.
wow. It's empty. Throw it
Pretty
away.
much.
Wow.
I bet it's sorry too.
This probably is.
I'm amazed that. Oh, I guess it didn't survive. It's probably just leaked out afterwards.
So we're right now making the area of the gooms to hold the teeth. This is where the teeth will be. And we want it to hold the teeth. And I'll show you the teeth once I got this. Yeah.
Well, unless it ate an entire controller, it should still be here. So the question is, where did it get pushed to amongst all this stuff?
Okay, do me a favor. All these are ready to be thrown. Just throw these away. Throw these away first.
Right.
There's more than that.
I'm not going to be able to carry more of that at once. It'll fall out of my hands. I do have to keep one hand ready and open for the bin.
Right. So at the moment, we are setting up the gooms for teeth. And I have teeth already ready to put on its mouth. Yeah. Okay. So here's the mouth, and this is the area where you put the teeth in. Do you see what I did there? It's right here. So when I put this on, and I also need to have an area for the teeth here too. No, you're supposed to stay. Why aren't you staying? Okay. So I need to have room right in here for the teeth. Yeah. So I need to fix something there for the teeth. Still enough for the sinews. So right now I'm setting up teeth. because you want to have it big enough to hold the teeth.
I'll put these back on for now because I don't know where it is. That is not something we ever move very far.
No, not sure where it went.
Did I suggest putting it in something?
Check in there, maybe? In there?
In here?
Or check in the drawers.
Well, I looked in here. Okay, I looked up in here. It's kind of too big to fit in there. At least with all the other stuff that's in there.
So
And
this
of
is
course,
to help.
because I moved something, it's all determined to fall out around it now. I just can't imagine why I would. No, I don't remember putting it in a drawer, that's the thing. So it's either amongst your pile of stuff here, for some reason.
Hun, I haven't used it
I know.
since you used it.
I know.
So I don't know how it could be in my pile.
Stranger things have happened.
We are now working on the teeth area just to get it all ready for getting its little teeth in.
Ah, it appears to have fallen all the way to the floor for some reason.
You found it?
I did.
That's
Let's
good.
try again.
Okay, so right in here is the gooms to hold the teeth. Now, once we put the back end on it, which is this one right here, once we put the back end on it, it'll have room for teeth. And now we can work on the sinews. Now, all we need is half and half. So, sinews. You want to fix it up like this and strong like that. Then you want to bring this laying like this so you can put the sinews right here. And you want to kind of bring the sinews as close to the edge as possible. Told you I have enough for the sinews. And then the same situation here. Because you want the sinews not to break. You don't want it to break. Trust me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm fixing the sinews to have a certain striation that it's supposed to have. And I'm bringing this in a little bit, and it's certain striations. Because I don't ever know of monsters ever having problems with their sinews. Ever. I'm going quiet for a second while I concentrate on getting the sinew not to have any rips or tears in it. After all, this is a monster sinews. But I think I did really well on the sinews, to be honest. Audie, would you agree? Anyone who's a D&D person, would you agree? And there's the sinews right there. It looks like it's part of it, doesn't it? It probably opens up a lot wider than that, but it's going to show its ugly teeth soon enough. So we did the sinews on that side. Now we're going to do the sinews on this side. Pardon me. Okay, I'm going to use my machine. And we're going to roll it down. So the sinews look like it's part of it. So you need to make it a little bit more thicker so it's coming out right. About there. So we got the sinews. Sinew is set up for aiming right here. And yeah. Now we want to thin it out a little bit because after all, sinews is thinner than the main part. So you use your fingers to thin it out. Thin it out, 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 thin it out. Now, as you can tell, I got the sinews right here. Look at that. All done. Now all I need to do is match it to its little mouth. Let it all fit in sequence. And you want to kind of have it almost the same almost the same. So you want to kind of cut it right in like it's being kind of like that. Yeah. Because we want it to look kind of like its counterpart. So I think we're doing really good on that. There's the sinews. Now we want to kind of make it a little bit thinner by lightly pulling it. And you want to also go over on this side and pull this down a little bit so it's nice and flat. Can you see what I did? It's the flap of skin. It's the flap of skin that holds the, like when you open your mouth, you have sinews. I think I did fairly well on it, to be honest. Jeff knows what these creatures look like. He's had to fight them a few times, haven't you, dear?
It's all imagination, of course, but I've seen pictures in official magazines, so yes.
Now, we want to kind of fix the goomy area right in here. Don't worry, it's all going to be fixed there, and then we're going to work on the tongue and the teeth. So what we're going to do here is we're going to fix this area right in here. Definitely right in here. Bring it up, wrap around. Bring it up, wrap around. Okay. And then it's called the joining of it. And I actually have an idea for joining it after I'm done. But at the bottom, there's always a joining area. So yeah, I'm just working on the joining area. And we want it to look like that. Do you see it? Okay. Now we have a little teethy work to do. Welcome to the teeth. Very sharp teeth. So you kind of want to have it sticking out like that and sticking out like that and more teeth. And sticking out like this. That is why I did that little thing, because then we had the gooms and I'll put gooms around it. Sticking out like that. And this. Let it go, please. Thank you. And this. Come on, let it go. Nothing went in? Okay. Okay. So what we got here is the teeth, but it feels like I pulled this too hard. Yeah. We're just visualizing where we're going to put the teeth. I thought I had 10 each or 12 each, but I don't think I do. They're easy to make, but still. Do you see it? I'll have to put more teeth in it, but what do you think? Do you see my vision coming to life? Not vision, but my monster coming to life. So we know where to set it. Now the thing is, can we fix it where it stays in place and then decorate around it and all that? Or do I lose it all or what? What are you doing? Well, of course it's going to get stuck there. That's where the one that I was looking for is. I think we got an idea how we want this to look. I hate when it gets stuck in there. So we have a problem. This thing wants to come apart. The sinews. So I might have to bake the sinews. They don't come apart. Then I'll have to glue the other part together. But hey, I've done really well on this as far as I'm concerned. And sometimes sometimes someone else does this where they like makes little snips for the sinews to. Did I do the sinews wrong? Are the sinews supposed to go up, down, up, down? Trying to think here. I got it right. I know what I'm doing, but trying to think. Do the sinews? No, you don't go that way. Do the sinews go like in little crisscross patterns? like make a wormy dealy and you do worms or whatever you call it, a snake or whatever, it's a clay. Don't you dare drop it. Talking to myself. I don't want to drop this. So do I make it into a snake and then go many different little, going crisscross, crisscross, crisscross? Well, let's see. We want to. So, like this, we take it this way. We take it this way, and then we add stuff to it. Is that what most clay makers do it? Like that, and then work it in like this. And then you take like little sections and you take the little sections and you take it like into this part right here, and then so we would take like this many sections, make certain it's not too short but long enough, and aim it like that, and then do like a crisscross of it. I've seen that happen a couple times. And then you mix this into this little section right here. And he has more movement to open his mouth. And do a crisscross section. Like there's that. And then you take about this much right here. And then you do a crisscross section. Honestly, I'm not very strong on sinews, guys. If you haven't figured that out yet, I'm not very strong on sinews, am I, dear?
Not so far.
Even with my first one, I had problems with it. But we're trying to make it look like it's part of a, like this could be like the ropes on it. That would be good, wouldn't it? Isn't there like ropes in a chest?
Not necessarily, no.
What do they use?
Hinges.
But the hinges, I know they use the hinges on the outside, but I'm talking about the sides.
Sometimes ropes, but not really. It's little metal things that you push back like as props.
I actually like this. I actually like this a lot. I'll ask Jeff. What do you think?
I mean, that works.
Kind of like a netting?
Yeah.
Kind of like a netting?
You can use that. That's not.
What do you think? Does that look kind of like netting? And we can make that like the sinews of the monster? What do you think? I would like to hear you guys' ideas. Do you like the setup? It looks kind of like netting. It could be like one of those pirate type of chest that has netting on it. That's not a bad idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you like that? Does that look like netting for like a pirate? Love someone's opinion right about now. Do you like that setup? Does it look like it's opening up and there's netting, like white netting, and I can paint that white? What do you think? Did I do good on that? You guys can let me know. I'm right now going to be working on this side now. I am actually enjoying it. I am. Do you like the idea of netting? Like, okay, you know how pirates have like their pirate treasure chest, and some people have netting in their pirate chest, I think. I'm not 100% certain, but does that kind of remind you of the netting of it? Maybe? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one right here. We want it about the same size. And right there. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But I'm okay because this is a chest. I was thinking maybe making it look like netting in the the sides of the netting, like the netting is the sinews. I mean, it's quite interesting if I do that, wouldn't it be?
Mm-hmm.
So this would be the netting right there. It would start right here, and then we would take it right here. And it gives you an idea that it's like a pirate chest or some type of chest that has netting in it. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Still a mimic, but it's mimicking a netted. I don't know. What do you think, dear?
I mean, if it works for you, dear, it works. It's good.
Well, it
It's a
makes
different-
it makes it more unique.
Yes, it's a different take on the average mimic.
Yeah, I think this would be kind of cool. I'm one of those unique type of people, if anyone didn't know that. So the netting would be like this and this. It would look like it's netting, and I can paint this part white. It's the sinews, but the netting would have to look white, I think. Wouldn't it? Or dirty. It just gives me an idea of netting. The sinews would be like netting. Okay, and this thing right here. Yeah, I like that idea. Netting. Okay, we'll push this down just a tad, just so it looks like netting. I like that idea. So I'm going to put my finger under here to tighten it just a tidbit. That way it looks like netting. I kind of like that idea. No. Why are you doing that? Well, I'll fix you. I'll fix you back to what you were originally. Right there. I actually like that idea, netting. And it opens its mouth. It looks like netting instead of the normal sinews. Will you please hook into that? Oh, Murgles, this is being a little bit cantankerous. I love that. I love the idea of it being netting. That would look good. Like it closes and it closes in like a netting. It doesn't look the same on each side. That's the only problem. But I love the look of it. Looks really good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. 5, 6, 7, 8 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I quite like that idea of it looking like a kind of looking like a netting. I think I got it off a little bit on this side because it doesn't look right, but this side looked really good. So I'm going to fix the netting so they both look pretty much the same, if that makes sense. But I like the netting. I love the idea of the netting. Don't you, dear?
I think it's a good idea, yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to actually make it with white, the netting. I think that would really bring it out. What do you guys think? I know it's pink or it's red in the mouth. I understand that. But if we're trying to keep it as realistic looking like a what is it called?
Mimic.
A mimic who is mimicking a chest with netting, wouldn't it be right to put white there instead of pink? Give me your ideas. I do have white right here, so I can easily make netting with white. See, right here. I can add little striations of the pink in it, but still will look white. What do you guys think for the netting? It gives me an idea. It's probably crazy, but it does give me an idea. I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Can't reach it.
Then why do you keep throwing it away?
I don't. I don't throw it away. But yeah, adding a little hint of pink for the netting, but not to make it pink. It has some striations of the pink. What do you guys think? I really would like to know your opinions right about now. I had an idea. I think it would be good to make the thing like netting. And the netting would be with a hint of striations of pink. Would you agree? That would be kind of unique. It would make the netting look good. Not a whole lot of pink, but just some striations. I think that would be good. What do you guys think? So I will put like little striations of pink. Make them like really, really thin striations. You just want it just enough pink to kind of make it look like it's still part of the mouth, but it's netting. I love the idea, but it's up to you guys if you like the idea too. I think it's going to look interesting. And I will be putting this on my DeviantArt. I think that will look amazing. Now, I do not have anything that will make this look like but I'm thinking striations of pink, just mixed in a little bit of mixing of pink into this. I think that would really make it look good. Yeah, that will bring out some. Then I can, yeah. As you can tell, there's the striations of pink. Now we will take a little bit of this. Not too many. And do the, yeah, I like that. I like the idea of it being striations of pink. That will help make it look like it's still part of the mouth, but it's not. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're right now doing the sinews. Now, I've done some thinking on it, and I'm like, why not make it look like it's part of a netting type of setup? Yeah, that's gonna make it look good. Okay, so the netting will go on in the inside. Now on the outside, we don't want that part to show up. Yeah, I think that will look good. So what I'm thinking is a little netting. Make it look like a slobbery mouth, of course, but make it have a netting in it. And make it have the sinews would be the netting, if that makes sense. I'm liking that. It's a brilliant idea, I think. And it's white and it has the sinews is like part of the gums. I like that idea. But I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you like the idea of netting instead of like normal sinews? Make it look like it's netting. So we need to bring our fingers under, and that can kind of look like the gum's starting to happen. And then you open it up, and there's the netting. I love it. 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 I love the idea. Oh my word, that's gonna look amazing in my book. In my book, it's gonna look really amazing. So right now I'm doing the sinew. And what we could do is, instead of doing it, so what I can do is I can aim it for this part right here. Go in and out, weaving in and out. Go in, out, and aim right there. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. I actually like what I'm doing here. What do you think? Do you like the idea? Now, there will be a second one, but what do you think? I weaved it in and out. Now, the other one is I'm going to weave under and over and under. That will look like it's netting. Won't it, dear?
Well, weaving it, yeah, sure. Definitely.
I think it's a brilliant idea, honestly. I was thinking, okay, how do I make this look like it's still part of a mouth, but make it look like netting? And I was like, well, we could add a little bit of pink to make that, well, not pink, but a little bit of the gum to look like it's, but also add the netting. What do you think?
Works for me.
I think it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to weave it again. I like doing it this way. So this part is going to be weaved. This part is going to go over. This part is going to go under. So we want to go under. No. Under. Yes. Come on. Come on. Okay. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Good. And then this part is going to go under. And it's going to aim at that area right there. And this part is going to aim right here. And let's see. What do you think? It's weaved in and out like it's part of a netting. And then we flatten it just a tad because we don't want it to look like that. Looks brilliant. I love it. Okay, Jeff, what do you think? Ow, 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 my
No, how bad? Yeah, the teeth holdings are coming up. Your sinews at the side of the mouth are looking good. So yeah,
Oh,
all good options.
oh. Shoulder, ow, shoulder. Jeffrey.
That me?
Jeffrey, I need you to massage now.
You want me to do?
Massage now. Down, right in there. Up a little. Sorry, guys. I just had a sharp pain go right in the ribs of my, in the, oh yeah, right there. Ow. Over a little. Right. Niggas. Oh, hurts. Oh, that hurts.
Not sure what caused that there.
It's a knot. I know it's a knot. I just felt it. Oh, miracles. Ow. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to complain, but ow. Have you ever got a knot put in your scapula area? That's what just happened.
Can you function now, dear?
I think so.
All right.
Let me move my arms. Yeah, much better. Much better. Okay. Whew, that did not feel good. I was working on the sinews and I got like a real strong knot in my shoulders. That wasn't fun.
Never is, dear.
That was not fun. It was a sharp knot at that. So what we're going to do is while we're here, we're going to fix this so it's part of the goom area. Like it pretended to have like a so what we'll do is we'll actually take one of these little things right here. Virgos, that really hurt. And flatten it, and we're going to do this. Okay, that will work. So it looks like it's part of the mouth, but it's not showing the netting, as in it's pretending to have netting, if that makes sense. That's my goal. Not sure if I reached my goal, but we'll see. Okay, let's see if I got it. That was sharp pain. That looks good. That looks very good. And then we're going to put a little bit of this pink in the middle just to hide the white, because we don't want that white showing, do we? Not in the mouth area. Okay. Sinews in place. That looks like it's part of the what is wrong with this piece of clay? That looks good. Now we will work on this side. Oh, that's hard work, guys. You don't realize how hard of work that is. So we just finished doing the netting on one side. Now we're going to do the netting on the other side, and I think we're going to do really good today. Don't you think, dear?
You're motoring along there, dear.
Yeah. I still want to do the tongue before I do the teeth. Okay, so this is the other mouth right here. Or, yeah, that's this one. And that's the other side right there. Yeah. Then we want to make the big one, which is the outside. For the netting to be pretty much in place right here. Yeah, it looks good. The netting looks good. Let's just make certain this is all mixed in, rubbed in, whatever. Same here. That looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. So for this needs to be brought over just a tad. Yeah, that looks good. Now we got the netting. Saw the netting right there. That's the start of the netting. So we're going to make the sinews of the netting part here, part here. And it's going to look like a net. That's my goal. So sinews will go on the inside right here. Sorry. Go outside right here. Pardon me. Okay. Now we want to make certain this is pretty much set together. And then you want to cut this part off because you don't want that part to show. I love the striation of the little bit of red, just a little bit to look like the gums, but it's not overpowering, if that makes sense. There, I think I got it this time. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to aim this part into this part right here. And it just makes it look like it's part of the rope. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It does. It looks pretty good. Pardon me. I'm liking that. I think that will look really good for sinews. But yet it looks like it's part of a Yeah, that's pretty good. Now we'll just put some more of this pink in the mouth because we don't want them to see the we don't want anyone to see the because it's part of the mouth. So we really want this to stay right in place. And it helps hold it in place while we are working with our artwork. The sinews look kind of like netting, and I thought that was kind of brilliant. Pardon me. Wow, am I letting out burples? I think I've done a lot today. I think I've done a lot. Now we're going to do sinews on this side. So I'm going to aim it just right over this part, right in here. And we're going to organize it into this so it's part of the monster's thing. I think that looks really good. Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, it's coming along well.
I think it's coming out. So we're yeah, it is looking very sturdy. It's looking very sturdy. Exactly. And I am fixing the inside. The inside. Come on, in. Oh, Murgles. Okay, fine, you. There, that's better. We want the mouth to look like it's part of the thing. I love the setup of this. His gullet is coming out. The gullet area is starting to look like it's part of it, and it's like, oh my. Doesn't have its teeth yet, but oh boy, will it ever have its teeth. I still have to make some more teeth because I thought I had enough teeth, but I don't have enough teeth for this thing. But I do want to, come on. Come on. Where did you go? Thank you. I do want to kind of, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. Got it. I'm trying to fix this little section right in here. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right in here. So it's mouth. Because where the tongue is going to come out is actually from here. From here is where the tongue is going to come out. Right in this little section right here. Right here is the little bit of hole for so it's coming together. It's looking really good in my book. What do you think? Do you like the sinews so far of it? There's the sinews. There's the sinews. They're to look kind of like netting. That's my goal. Netting. So we have that. Now it's up high enough that it'll hold in place. That's good news. We want it to hold in place. So I think I did very well on that part. Although I still feel I am like this part should be over here a little bit. So I'm fixing this part right here to be part of the setup. After all, this is just the sinews. The sinews is basically, yeah, that's better. And this one should be up a little higher. Just to hold the piece, okay? Yeah, and that still looks pretty good. It still looks like it's holding, but it doesn't look like it's part of it. Now it's going up. There, now it's showing the, yeah. The other one shows, oh, there was 3 of them. I forgot I did 3. That explains why it didn't look right. I was like, doesn't it? It looks so realistic. And that was one of my goals, is to make it look realistic. And I wanted it to look realistic. I was like, something's wrong. Did I use 3 or did I use 2? Nope, I used 3. I definitely used 3. So I put in the wrong spots. I knew something was off because I was like, what's going on here? I'm counting 2. It should have already been, organized. So what's wrong? Well, I counted down on the thing. There's 3 on this. Well, of course it would be kind of weird. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? So I messed up on just a little section. It's no big deal. We could take this part off. We could take the whole thing off for just a second while I reorganize it, because I messed up on the sinews because I thought I was doing 2 and I ended up doing 3. Isn't that funny? Okay, that makes sense. Doesn't it? It makes sense now. It's like, wait a minute, what happened here? It just didn't look right to me, if that makes sense. And I kept looking at it and kept looking at it and kept looking at it. And why are you not sticking? Yeah, the insides look very realistic, and that's my aim. But we have to fix it because it was supposed to be 3 sinews. Okay, 3 of these. So it's like this right here, but let's make it just a little bit more wormy. And that and that right there. There, that's going to look better. That's going to look much better. Virgogs. Just dropped something. I have to grab it. Jeffy, pick up that for me. I don't want to twist my arm, my shoulder. No, I'm using it as my mixer.
Yeah. I think.
So let's see what we can do here. And where is this thing coming from? I don't want any shiny things yet. Would you like me to put a dice in front of it when I'm done? Like put jewels and dice and stuff to really bring out that this is a chest. A mimic chest. That's better. Okay, that's one. I can't believe I messed up with it for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Something doesn't look right. I kept looking at it and I'm like, what is wrong here? And I looked at the other side and I'm like, I see what happened. And that's one good thing about being an artist. You catch your mistakes. It's like, oh, what did I do? Oh, it's supposed to have 3. Where's my 3rd one? That's why it doesn't look right. So trying to get it in. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Trying to get it in. No, it's not long enough. That's what the problem is. I kept thinking, okay, why isn't it going in? It's not long enough. So I need to make certain it's long enough. Did I get it? Did I get the long enough now? Yeah, it's long enough now. Pardon me. just pull a little bit backwards, just a little. There, I think we got you. Okay. We have 2 sinews. That's pretty good, I think. Now we have one more area. I was like, something's looking wrong here because I kept thinking, this does not look like it's supposed to be there. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. Okay, now, as you can tell, this is the situation I had right in here. It wasn't looking realistic enough for me because it didn't have 3 strands, and that's what happened there. Now we can work on the sinews, bring them out looking realistic. Well, need some more room. About this much more. Needs to look realistic, but not too realistic, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this. And we're going to use this little, I do crochet. I'm right now working on the pattern of the crochet. Nope, it's not long enough. Needs to be long enough. Okay, so it needs to be long enough. Are you liking it, everyone? Are you liking the sinews and everything? Hard to believe that this is, well, I wouldn't say this is my baby per se, but this is my artistic flair. If you like my artistic flair, give me a thumbs up. Come on, come on, come on. Don't do this. Go up here. Good. Because after all, a mimic wants to mimic. It wants to mimic. It wants to mimic the ropes of this chest. It probably saw this chest before in its lifetime. I don't know. It's a monster. What? It's a monster, isn't it?
It is. But some of them are actually intelligent and can talk.
Yeah, but I don't think mimics can.
No. I'm talking actual mimics.
Oh, they are?
As they get older and older and older and older and older, eventually they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they also learn how to talk.
Ah. That's a new one for me.
Really, really old mimics are intelligent.
Okay, we want to go about right here. Well, I think this mimic might be about 20 years old, 30 years old.
Hard to say.
Hard to say, but I think it's a very smart mimic because it was like, I am going to make myself look like one of those chests that have I don't know, a netting. Wouldn't you agree?
It's coming along well there. It'll do whatever it has to make sure it looks like what it should look like, or what it thinks it should look like.
I mean, most mimics have like they're trying to look like they're so-called deceitful part of them. That looks more realistic. That looks better. That looks better, but I still think it's a little bit too long on one end. It's too long on this end. I think that makes it look more realistic. There, that's better. That looks much better. And you, little guy, don't come apart. Please don't come apart. There we go. Now we got the main part of it done. That's good. We got the main part of the sinew area done. It took a little bit of time. You have to make it look as realistic as possible. Right now working on the inside of the mimic at the moment to flatten and hide all those little I don't know what it did, but what would it have done to get this little idea in its head?
I'm not sure, dear.
Well, one, it probably looked at lots of. I think mimics look at what they're trying to mimic.
Quite possibly.
So I think it probably looked at a lot of chests, and it came upon this chest, which was really unique to it. And it's just, I'm going to mimic that. What do you think?
Quite likely. Absolutely anything is possible.
I'm going to mimic that. So it's right now mimicking a chest that looks like well, it mimics the chest. Yeah, that's looking good. Now we need to finish this part up because we don't want that part to show up when I mean it's going to have a tongue and it's going to look really cool. And the tongue is going to be so fun to make, guys. You don't realize how fun that's going to be for me. But right now I'm finishing up the gum area, the gummy area, whatever you call it. Okay, we're getting this area right in here, this gummy area, finished. It has to look as realistic as possible, but I'm doing a story about this mimic and how it came to. It was probably looking at a lot of different, I don't know, a lot of different chests, and it came upon this unique looking chest, and it's like, I could be that. And there will be some jewels maybe coming out of its mouth, or I don't know. I haven't decided that part yet. Or jewels on the outside of it. But that looks much better. Oh, yeah. That looks like sinews. Yeah, that looks much, much better in my book. Took me forever to get this to look just right. Okay, we are done with this part. Now, you tell me what it looks like. Did I do well? There's the sinew there. There's the sinews there. But it's to look like a chest that has ropes as sinews. I think that's kind of brilliant for the little guy. What do you think there?
Yeah, if you want to have the ropey look, yeah, that's what you've got to go for. Yeah.
Okay. So we got that part done. Got that holding up like this. So yeah, we got the sinews. Got that part. We are going to fix this part where it doesn't show half of this part right here. We want to get most, if not all, of the pink out because they are not supposed to see the pink on the outside. I'm just doing the pink to, I was trying to get it so it holds it down. But now that we got it, we just want to make certain it looks good. And then we're going to put some I think it looks very realistic. Now, am I going to put eyes on it yet? I haven't made decisions on that yet, but I am just cleaning up a little bit on the back side a little bit so it's looks like it's part of the scene. So it looks a little bit better than it was. Okay. Most mimics hide themselves so they are not shown as mimics, but this mimic is showing itself because it's attacking. That's the only reason a mimic will show itself is because it's attacking. Right there.
Only known reason, yes.
So we got this part. That part. Looking good, looking good. And it's holding up. Very good. We are going to use this as my guide of how thick we want the back end a little bit thickened to the side so it holds it in place. And then we're going to do something unique. I think Jeff will approve of what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I have real, what is it called? Oh, come to me. So we just finished the gooms. We even did the sinew, which is a good thing because you want to have those sinews done. Right now I'm working on the outside of it a little bit because we're going to be putting some gold on it. And that's what I might do is in this section when I'm painting, I'll have a gold look to it right in the back and on the sides. Inside will have the gooms. On the outside will have the gooms, but this part will have a golding part to it. I could use what you call gold leaf. Put gold leaf here to hide this back end a little bit, maybe. So here we are on the back, but we have something else here. If I can find it, I had it here. Oh, I hate my shoulders right now, guys. You don't realize how much I hate my shoulders. My shoulders hate me as much as I hate it. What did I do with that gold thing? Okay. So I had some gold. Maybe it's in here. No, not there. Not there. Just looking for the golding to put on the outside. No. Is it in here? I thought it was in here. I'm pretty sure I put them in here. Ha 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 ha! Yes, I did. I did. Okay, so we have this right here. Oh, I have to open it. So we have this. Now I'm going to put some of these out here. Now you see this right here. So we want to kind of set that like that right there. And we want to kind of set, whoa! Yeah, I haven't aimed right. Set that right there. And then we want to take some of the gold thingies, these things. And I like that. I think that looks really good for, I can go right back in there. And we will make it hold into place. What do you think? And it looks like it looks like it's okay, that didn't go in the way I wanted it to go. Wrong place. That's the one. That's the one. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you like the idea I have here? It looks so realistic. It's all, you know, fixed up right there. And it's holding it in place. What do you think? Then we'll cook it in the oven. I think my husband would be impressed by this. there's your metal plating. Jeff.
Yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Very pretty, dear.
Very brilliant. And there you go. What do you think? Now all it needs is to be oven baked. And then we'll work on the teeth. And the tongue. Well, we could work on the tongue today. If you want me to work on the tongue, I can work on the tongue today. But I'll have to find my teeth. But the tongue is done. And I'm so happy I could actually do that little bit of just give me a minute to click that back together. That little bit of realisticness right there. Do you see it? Holds it together. Well, not really, but it will. We could work on the tongue. We can. Might take a while, but we can work on the tongue. We don't need a whole lot of white because we're making it red. And I can put this white right over here. And we can hold it together like this. And we can work on the tongue. I think that would be kind of cool. Work on the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing you have to do is you have to get this where it's... Yeah. We're right now working on the tongue. We're going to put more red to it because the tongue is the biggest part of this little guy's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, very excited about the tongue. The tongue is not white, but it's good to kind of get it to the color you want. And I am right now working on the tongue as we speak with the red and the white mixed. Grab all the red. Grab all the reds. I can tell you, I love this this pasta maker thing because it will actually do what I want it to do. So now we can finally mix it together. Woohoo! And as you can tell, it's starting to get red, which is good. You just mix it and mix it together until it's as red as you want it to be. I don't want it pink, but I do want it red. I want it more red than the gooms. After all, our tongue is not the same color as our gooms, is it?
No, not quite.
It's a little bit more, what would you say? It's a little bit more, what color would you say? Red, isn't it?
Yeah. A little darker.
Darker. So I need to get it as dark as possible. So I'm right now mixing it, and then I'll probably add some more red to it. Okay, so one other thing I'm going to add is all these little pieces right here. They're going to be added into it, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to pull apart another red. Get it as red as I can. There. So this is going to be broken up, put on here, broken up, put it on here, here, in here, and in here. We have all the color that we need. We mix it like this. You take the color that you need into the thing, and it changes the color. And as you can tell, it's trying to break apart. And that's normal when you first start, because you don't want it to be, you want the striations of red to go into it. That's what I'm doing. The striations of red to go into it. Come on. Thank you. And keep going, because the striations of red will make it more red. I'll show you. As you can tell, there's striations of red in it. You can see the red right here. Just to give you an idea. We want the tongue to be more red than the other part. So the first thing is mix them all together, right? We might have to finish the tongue on next week. And I do plan on going back to my crochet, because all of my crochet is coming together too. My husband confirmed that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited. I'm very happy that it's finally coming together. See, this is too pink. It needs to be more red. I'll show you. This right here is too pink. It's not red enough. So we will take some more red. We will put more red in here. Aim it in the middle, because that's the best place to do it. And then you can put some on the outside, some right here, some right here, some right here, here, here. Take your red, your pink that you had before in there. Look for any other reds that you had that you never finished off with. Add that into it. And then you mix it. That's what you do. You mix it until it's nice and red, or close to red that you want. Mine is going to be the striations I'm planning on is a reddish color, but not fully red. It has to, it's not supposed to look goomy. That's all I'm saying. Tongues look a little bit more red than the normal gums. And don't forget, I will be painting this with some colors, with resin colors, and bringing out the more reddish tones in it. Yeah, that's getting better. Yeah, it's getting much better. It's getting much better. It's a little bit darker, and that's what I'm after. As you can tell, it's starting to get darker. And that's what I'm after, is to get it as dark as possible to the red I'm after. We want the tongue to look somewhat realistic. And I've done that before. I made the tongue look very realistic. Didn't I, dear?
You did a very good job on the last one.
Yeah, let's hope we can do the same with this one. I might need just a little more red. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I think we are reaching the striations I'm after. We'll probably add some red streaks to bring out the tongue to full striation of color. And bring out the darkness of it. Think that brings it to that color, so I need a little bit more red. So what do you guys think? Do you like what I'm making? Do you like how it's turning out? I'm excited about it. I'm going to be probably putting something in it to help it stay open. Wouldn't you agree, honey?
Well, you have to, don't you?
Yeah, I think I can use a straw maybe in it. Cut the straw in half and put it in and bring it open more. Okay, I think that's enough red, I hope. So we'll go and do this again and this again. And let's see if we can get the tongue to look more realistic without foil. But I love the fact that I can mix it in here. And bring out the red. I think that's kind of cool. Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
This is one thing I like about this, is that you can mix it in here to make it nice and soft, so you can actually work with it, pliable. Oh yeah, it's getting more red. So I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you like how it's looking? I had the gooms. And don't forget, I'll be painting them anyways, like a reddish color. So it'll still be red. But I'm right now doing the tongue. And yeah, I'm very excited about the outlook. And this will be for sale on my Shopify. Anyone who is interested in it. It will be on my Shopify when it's done. I love the fact that I did a unique type of look to the mimic, where it's an older mimic. Beware of the mimic that is in the dungeon. Wouldn't you agree, dear?
Always beware of the mimic, there.
Yes, beware of the mimic that's always in the dungeon.
Come under the heading of bad.
Very bad. Well, I like that striation. I like the striation of it. Just making certain I got it a darker red because that's the tongue. I think we got it dark enough that it looks like it's part of the tongue. It's really red. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it, guys, and see if this actually reaches that color. Yes, it does. It is like a tongue color. That's what I'm aiming for.
Success.
That is what I'm aiming for. Woohoo! We did it, guys. We did it. Now, all we do is we roll it in our hands. I can make it have a sharp end to it. And I'm right now just fixing it so it's all settled. Like, there's the tongue. Can you see it? There's a groove right there. Can make it look really cool. With a sharp edge to it. I like that. Now we want to kind of fix this area right in here because we don't want that part to, it's the bottom part of the tongue. We want it to look really good on the top part of the tongue. And it always has like a little edge right in here. And it goes to the edge. If you look at our tongues, it goes to the edge right in here. So it has to look like a tongue. Now you'll want to soften it out a little bit just to make certain it looks like a tongue. Just remember the tongue has a sharp edge to it. So I'm using the sharp edge of my crochet needle to bring out the tongue. And then we will soften the edge a little bit with our fingers and, work it in. Who knew? No. Okay, let's see if we can get this tongue in here. It goes into that little section. And then bring it down into like about like that maybe. Or make it more realistic and bring the tip up like this. That would look realistic. What do you think?
I think you're coming up on midday.
What do you think?
That's a good meaty tongue.
A big meaty tongue. I mean, I could cut it in half, well, not in half, but fix it like that, and then.
You could fork it.
Yeah, I could fork it. Make it look this. Like that, maybe. What do you think? I have many ways I can make this tongue look like a tongue. But what do you think? Did I do good? But if I do this, I have to make certain that I, oh, don't you dare break. Don't you break. Break. Not happening. So, I mean, I could fix it like that, or I could, no, I can't do that. I think I like the idea of it going like this and aiming right here. Like that. What do you think? Then I can cook it or bake it or whatever it's called. And aim the tongue like that, saying, come join me. Oh, I have an idea for the saliva, but what do you think? Do you like the tongue? Did it turn out okay? I still need to add the teeth, but other than that, did I do good on the tongue? I know. So I'm going to go cook this. I think I'm done for today. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload a video. And last but not least, please comment. I am so happy with what I've done today. It feels good to actually have it done. This is the Mimic. Welcome to the Mimic's world. I love that setup right there. I did really well on that. Love the look. Just love the overall look of it. And I can bring the tongue to fruition. Add some more. Maybe add some little pokey pokes. You know, for the bumpity bumps. Pokey pokes. For the bumpity bumps. And then add some, yeah. I love how that looks. I think it looks amazing so far. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, comment. I would love to hear your comments on this little guy. I think he turned out reasonably well. I really do. I think he did. I think he did. I think he did. I think he did. I think he turned out really well. He's not done. I have more to do on him, but hey, at least we have the starting of a mimic. Until next time, many blessings and shalom, guys. We will talk to you on Monday. My Monday. Shalom.